Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And I wanted to make a short introductory video to a new prototype game soon to be released on crowdfunding, probably around July, August time. So watch this space. I will pop a link on future videos to the crowdfunding page for you to have a look at. This is a game by Andrew Rourke of Form Square Games. Bonaparte's Eastern Empire Limits of Glory Campaign 1. This is a new range of games from Form Square Games. I've been speaking to Andrew over recent months. Saw this advertised on Facebook. Looks very interesting indeed. This first campaign game in a planned series focusing on the Egyptian campaign of 1801. Something you don't see an awful lot of material on, so really looking forward to getting into the depths of this game. And I know that there are further games planned in the series, including the campaign of Maida, so watch this space. Andrew has very kindly sent me a review copy of one of his prototypes. The finished copy or finished game will probably not necessarily look massively different, but some of the components may look a little bit different, and the rules at the moment have not been printed, so I have an online copy which I'll be using to play the game and get a feel for the game in future videos. That won't be in the box that I'm about to show you, but what I did want to show you is what I think are fantastic quality components at this stage, and just to share with you some excitement and interest around the game, with hopefully another video or two to come in due course. What I hope to do is to have a go at this solo, and also to have a go at this with multiple players, and to share my thoughts with you at a future time. So, Limits of Glory, as I say, campaign 1. First thing that jumped out at me when I received this box is it's gorgeous. I love this old-fashioned sort of cartoon-esque artwork that you saw, pictures like this of the time, in newspapers, for example, sketches and things. Really love all of that. So it looks really great, really nice, clear format. Love the color. I think it's really nice. You've got, it's quite a thick box here. Really nice artwork all the way around. Very, very nice. But nothing more in terms of contents or anything like that at this stage. Again, whether the final box will have some more information on the back or not, I don't know. Although the company logo's on there, maybe that will be left to keep you interested and keep it a mystery of what you might find when you open the box. But hopefully you can get a feel first of all for the box itself. As I say, really, really good quality, really nicely produced. This would certainly put up with a fair bit of wear and tear without any problems. This is just a copy that I've taken of the prototype of the rules, and these are literally as they came, already kind of prepared for me, so I haven't had to punch anything, which is really nice. At this stage, again, literally this is hot off the press, so I haven't had a chance to really look into any detail at what these all mean, but let's just grab a few out. The first thing that jumped out at me was, again, the quality of the counters. Really, really nice. They're thick, they're chunky, really, really good quality. This is from a new company, and it's really nice to see new companies coming to market with great products and good production values. You can see here the counter quality, really nice, nicely finished. These are strong, durable, really nice. So yeah, some nice counters there. I'm going to keep them in the bags they've come in. There's probably good reason for that, to make it a little bit easier when I get the game out. Let's just show you a few more. These look like the French components. Again, we've got some of the artwork. I really love it. I think it's nice. It's not too serious, but it's definitely gives you a flavour of the period. As I say, you got, again, really chunky counter, nice artwork, very, very nice. Love that. Really good. I think it speaks for itself. There's alarm there. So some really, really nice components. We've got these sort of cardboard squares, again, really nice, chunky, very nicely finished, again, places: Toulon, Genoa, Civita Vecchia, Vecchia, that's the port for Rome, I believe, in Italy. Some nice elements there already, in terms of the components and the quality. This is another side here as well. Let's just show you some of those. So again, we've got some really nice counter art. These look probably more likely the Mamelukes, maybe. Some really nice artwork there. So hopefully you can get a feel there for production values, which, as I say, are excellent. There is more. There's quite a few bags of these. There's quite a few counters, and obviously we'll see how that transpires into the game. But I think, looking at the outside of the box and a quick flick through the rules online, there are various nations in the game that partake, do different things, so probably do different things at different times, won't necessarily all be in play at once. So you again can see there the thickness of the counters and the quality of the components there. So some really nice. I suppose it would be unfair of me not to unpack the red counters, which will be Nelson's chaps and the British contingents. So again, some really nice elements there. Some of the commanders, more Baird, for example. Nelson, there we go. Very, very nice. So that all looks quite exciting, quite interesting. Looking forward to seeing a bit more of that. We've got really nice, good sized dice. Again, you can see these are decent scales, decent sized dice. Some meeple type counters in there, so you get all of those components. We've then got some more of these square cards. Look like these may be cards playable in the game itself. Again, nice and thick. I like this. This is a nice element, not necessarily playing card size, but these are obviously different flags representing the different contingents, different players. Different things happen at different times. So I like that. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, so what else have we got in the box outside of that? So we've got quite a lot actually still to come. So we've got a really thick, chunky cardboard combat table, and I really like this. I love it. It's just easy to see. It's set out really nice and clearly. You've got your different belligerents down the side. Obviously they will use different tables, combat value, so that on the face of it looks a really interesting bit of kit with the game. Likewise, we've got another one of these chunky pieces of cardboard with, again, the different belligerents linked to different dice rolls. Again, I like that. Really nice, clear, concise, great production values again. We've got a very heavy mounted mat board, and then we've got some more thinner card, but at this stage not quite sure how this all works, but looks quite interesting. Again, sort of closing that in is obviously an element of numbers of d6 roll depending on who you're playing there. You've got the French here, names that you'll recognise from history, Napoleon's generals, etc. So again, looks very, very interesting. Good card stock. Let's get the map out and show you the hard, or should I say mounted map board, and share that with you as well. Really nice vibrant colours. It's the first thing I would say. Again, it's really thick cardstock, and I'm just going to zoom the camera out a little bit so you can see that slightly better. There we go, just about. I would say that looks to me, in fact, why not measure it for you, show you the size of that. I've got a tape measure to hand. Yeah, so the width is 2 foot 60 centimeters, and the depth is 17 inches, so nearly a foot and a half. So 2 foot by a foot and a half, give or take. So it's not too big, not too small, but hopefully what you can see straight away is you've got some really interesting elements to the map. You have to excuse the shadow here. I'm doing this at night time, but hopefully you can get a feel for some of the really nice crisp artwork there. So we've got areas here with 2 flags, the French and the British, with numbers values, so I think it probably is linked to who occupies that. So you've got all the coast here from Accra all the way along Jaffa, down into Suez, coming around into Cairo, Giza, around to Alexandria, and you've got the Valley of Kings and Luxor making an appearance over here, and then you've got this bit in the middle in green with Rosetta, and then you've got the Mediterranean, Cyprus, Marmaris, Turkey, Rhodes, Malta, the Italian coast, Toulon for France, and then Gibraltar. So it's all quite condensed to give you that kind of play area. But I know part of the way the game works is that for the French player, you've got to move your navies across to the Egyptian peninsula, land your forces, and then try and take the peninsula, whereas the Royal Navy are going to try and intercept the French navies before they get there. and then of course you've got the local tribes as well as the British, etc., trying to stop Napoleon conquering this part of the world as well. But some really interesting dynamics there. So we've got these numbers which are going to play quite an important part in the game in terms of what they will or won't allow players to do. That much I have ascertained quite quickly, that the numbered areas are quite important. And you've got this massive track. I don't think it's a turn track, because you've got the exhausted part there, but it goes from 1 up to 50. So again, it'll be interesting to see what that's about as well. But what I wanted to do this evening was just give you an overview of the components of this prototype. Andrew has said that it is predominantly finished, but there's a few little bits and pieces to be ironed out, tinkered with, particularly with the rules. But overall, I think initial thoughts, initial views are, wow, this looks very, very impressive. Component quality looks top drawer. It's colourful. It generates interest just from looking at it. I love the card stock being used. The cards look very interesting, and the counters, I love the artwork of the period on there as well. So hope to bring you a bit more of Bonaparte's Eastern Empire. That's Limits of Glory Campaign 1 by Andrew Rourke and the team at Form Square Games. I'd like to thank Andrew and the team again for giving me the chance to share this preview prototype with you before the crowdfunding campaign begins, and also hope to share with you a video or a couple of videos around the game itself in due course, leading up to the launch of the crowdfund campaign. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon.